Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of SLRR. And you're probably wondering, what is this big purple piece of poop right here? Well, this is a Duhen Ninja Powerline XT with a very broken bumper. Holy shit. That's not gonna be able to be fixed, is it? Alright, trash can it goes. Look, it's like one of those drag Civics. All those guys who have their drag Civics with no back bumper. But the reason we got this thing out of the garage is because there's a race that I want to do with it. Let's see, does this thing work? Oh boy, it works. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So let's give that another try. So if we go here, let's get away from that stupid race that was very much garbage. Yeah, we definitely need a different car. But we got this race here for the Ninja 1700 kilograms max, which apparently that car is less than 1700 kilograms, and we need to be 15 or higher, which we are. So let's get this thing done. So this car drives like literal garbage. It just does not turn. So I think I'm gonna try putting those slicks on it and see if that's gonna help us at all. So let's get these on. We'll give that race another try. But I cannot drive this thing with it handling like that. All right, let's try this again. really don't like driving this car. It flips around a lot and does some really goofy things. But hey, we won. We done did one. So let's see what other ones we can do. So this one we should be able to do. We do have that car that we wanted to pink slip. So let's see. We need it to be D class though. I don't know what class it is. It is C. So let's see if I can get this thing tuned down a little bit. And there we go. Tuned down just as we like. So let's give this one a try. Oh, I should probably see if this thing's manual or automatic. I don't even know. Same color. It's probably the same exact car, to be honest. What? I had my hand on the clutch. I guess let's try that again. Oh no, I messed up that. It's not a automatic car. It's an automatic car. Dang it. Well, maybe third time's the charm. Actually, let's see what the nitrous is at. 713, okay. Or 719. Let's get rid of, I guess that's one way to do it, the interior. And what? Alright, now let's try this again. Nitrous all the way. Oh man, we're just ahead of him. We're just ahead of him. Dang. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work here. Basically, I tuned the engine as high as I possibly could. So we got the, let's see, what is this? The intake at 0. Then we've got the exhaust at 0. And then the fuel rail is at 11. That gets it right to 297. If I get it to 299, it says unknown horsepower for some reason. But then we got the slicks on here. So let's give it another try and see if we get any further with that. That's how you do it. More horsepower and slicky boys. Heck yeah. So the next one that I was looking at was, I think, this one. And we need a coupe sport or a Nonus. So we have the Nonus, and it needs to be 300 horsepower max. Ours is quadruple that, or triple that, I should say. 20 or higher, we got that, and it needs to be manual. So we'd have to switch a transmission and all that. So I think we'll do something else other than some races. So I think it's time to rebuild that Nonus. Okay, so I have a new plan. We're out here at Joe's dealership, and he doesn't have what I'm looking for. So in the last part of the video, I was talking about, I think it's this race, yeah, this one, where we need a coupe sport or a Nonus. It needs to be 300 horsepower. We have to be 20 or higher in the ranking. We need a manual transmission, and it has to be naturally aspirated. So our Nonus is basically none of those things. It's automatic. It has forced induction. It's like 900 horsepower or 800, I forget off the top of my head. But it's just much too fast for that race. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find another Nonus or a coupe sport at a dealership, and then we'll just build another one for like low horsepower races, and then maybe we could turn one into a drift car and then keep one as like a racing car. So yeah, let's see if we can try our luck and find one of these bad boys. Alright guys, so here we go. First try at the new dealership. So yeah, this is gonna be the car that I build for this race. You know, it's funny, these races, well, how much money is this race giving me? This race is gonna give us $5,000, and it's an entry fee of $300. So realistically, we're making $4,700, and I just spent what, $53,000 on this car, and I'm about to spend even more to swap it to manual transmission and to get the horsepower up a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But the first thing I'm going to need to do is, well, actually, it doesn't say anything about having no nitrous, right? It does not say anything about that. But I'm probably not going to put nitrous on it, to be honest. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, though, is take the suspension apart and get some better suspension. And one thing I did do since the last video, I was kind of sick of just constantly using the Duhin 6.5 inch springs. So if I can find them, they're somewhere around here. Yeah, here we go. We got these springs. So this is a 4.5 inch spring, and then there's 5 inch, 5.5 inch, 5.9 inch. So these springs will be able to get the cars lowered a little bit, and I like it because it's a mod, but it's not really a mod because it's SL tuners, you know. There's no aftermarket suspension setups in this game, so it's a nice addition. The only other thing this game is lacking is wheels, but I don't really want to add any of the other wheels because it just takes away from the game, I think. You know, I was just getting ready to put all this, or change all the suspension stuff, and I was looking in my inventory, and I have so many random sets of wheels. I need to figure out where these wheels go to. So I know one set goes on here, so let's get our wheels back off of this thing, because I don't plan on really using this thing anytime soon. I mean, it'd be cool to use it in the future, but for right now I don't plan on doing anything with it. Okay, so this is what we've got so far for suspension. I've got, let's see, in the back I've got, I think, the 5.9 inch springs. Yeah, in the front I've got 5.9, in the front I've got 4.5. Because I don't know if any of you have noticed this in the game, but for some reason with this car, and I think the Coupe Sport or whatever, the front end is way higher than the rear end no matter what you do. So that's one thing that these springs really help out with. Let's see if I can find them here. Yeah, the 4.5 inch springs in the front. But as you can also notice, I've got a bunch of positive camber. So there's also another thing I need to do. Actually, never mind that idea. So what I planned to do was install, there's a mod called the Adjustable Camber and Tow mod. But apparently you have to restart your career, and obviously for the sake of the videos I don't want to do that. And you have to also install a physics mod, which the physics mod would probably help tremendously because the physics aren't that great in the game. But you know, that's okay. Maybe if I start a new career we'll do that. But for right now I think, you know, it looks goofy, it looks really goofy, but I guess we'll keep it. But can we just take a second and just see how awesome this would look? Alright, so I was able to get 299 horsepower by adding the adjustable, or I mean the methanol fuel rail. Um, and then I added some nitrous, and then I tuned these back to 0. Um, so yeah, let's see how this thing does on that race. Alright, so that's kinda jank that you have to get disqualified. I'm kinda curious how we're supposed to beat that race though, because I have 299 horsepower, and the car that was ahead of me, even after I passed the yellow car, was way faster. Oh, my mic's pretty far away. Was way faster than I was. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna get that one done. I'm pretty sure that red car is turbocharged too, because that's a big thing on the forums, that sometimes, or a lot of the times, the other racers are just, you know, from the city races, you know, they're just those people. So actually they're these people, you know, and they don't have the same stipulations that the, you know, player does, so they can have turbocharged vehicles and they can have stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna beat that one, but this car does drive really well. Minus the fact that I laid on the nitrous that entire straightaway and then didn't slow down fast enough and went off the road. But I mean, other than that, this thing did do pretty well. Alright guys, so I'm actually recording this right after I recorded the intro, and if you're confused by what I mean, it's because I actually did a little bit of weight savings. I took the mirrors, the windows, and then the seats out, and then I went back in for seconds. Whoops, that's the wrong seat. And then actually won the race. And this was a pretty difficult race. It was pretty crazy. This thing handles really well though, so it wasn't too terrible. So I'm actually gonna put the race at normal speed. It's not gonna be sped up at all. I don't know if I'll put music to it or not. We'll see once I start editing, which I gotta do right after this. But yeah, we'll see after that. And if you dip out before the end of the race, I hope you liked it. If you liked it, leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next one. Holy shit, you guys, you know that feeling when your heart's racing and your hands are sweaty? Dang, that's what I got right now, hardcore. That was a hard race. That was crazy. I think I'm actually gonna put this one at the end of the video and just keep it like full speed, and it'll just be, you know, the entire length. Wow, that was a good one. Well, since this is gonna be the end of the video, I hope you liked that. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one.